Hello and welcome to day 4 of 12 days of Kitmas, and let's open our advent calendar. And yeah, oh, that smells very forest, very much forest. Gorgeous. Let's light it.
Ow, my fingers.
Do you know, I was trying to do a perfect intro today.
But you are. It's me who's messing you about.
Yes.
As usual.
Day 4. Let's get crafting. Okay then, so quick look at what we did yesterday. I may well take some of these tags out of this page as we go along and clip them on the side or something, because it is rather busy, but yeah, I enjoyed doing those. So we are on to day 4 and we're doing altered paper clips. Altered paper clips today. So I've started doing a little bit of decoration on the page. If you remember, we got the two vellum pockets ready, and I've already done my scrap of lace. So Lynn Owers, and yeah, sending lots of love, Lynn. We've put a scrap of lace on there, and I've put, I love this fox, and I've put some bits of collage. I've made a ruffle on here with a scrap of the paper so that we've got all the colourways. When you see what I've got planned for one of the paper clips, this will all tie in nicely. And then I've obviously got a big pink piece of vellum over there. So I wanted to tie the whole thing in because I like it to tie in. So I've got some cheesecloth, scrim, bit of background paper, and a bit of that flag twine that I used, and got a bit of that left just so we can tie the colours in for 2 pages. This, I just wanted to show you how you can adapt it and alter it. This was one that I'd already made, and this was more of a summer one. It's one where I've done all the scraps of fabric, and then I've put chiffon on the top, and it did have a summer flower, really bright yellow, and so it just shows how you can adapt if you've got some things already. I've coloured the flower in gold, and I've put one of the labels from the creature labels, creature Christmas labels on there, and you've suddenly then got more of a Christmas style tag. So that's there. Okay, so I'm going to put, as ever, a sheet of working paper on the top. As I say, this is just some pages from an old magazine. I just want to quickly show you these. So these aren't Christmas themed. These are some altered paper clips that I've got in my stash, and it really is to show you that you can do them as plain or as fancy as you want to. These are the massive clips here, and this is some real art chips from David's, some of David's old canvases. It's got the most gorgeous texture to it. and then I've just laid it up with different laces. I've sewn a lovely mother of pearl button on there. I've put a little butterfly charm on, some scraps of fabric, a bit of orange twine on the top, and you know, there you've got, say this was the page, you've then got, you know, a lovely altered large paper clip. And to be honest, if that was going to be a say a journaling card, you don't really need to do much more to that, do you? So I just thought I'd show you some that I'd already done. Again, there's a little dragonfly charm that ties in again with this textured art, a bit of lovely seam binding on there. Right, okay, so what I've got ready here is, yesterday, if you remember, if you exclude this little Merry Christmas ticket, I'd already got half of this prepared for yesterday, and we didn't use it. You know, we did other things, and I didn't use this one. So basically what I've done with it is I've got some card, I've laid it up with, again, a scrap of paper from Glad Tidings kit, and I've put in there a Merry Christmas. I've just put a bit of gold pen to give it a bit of a more of a Christmassy feel, and then the paper here that was embossed, I've coloured the embossed pieces in gold, and that's sort of given it more of a Christmassy feel, and you've not wasted anything that you'd already half made. So let's turn this into a paper clip. Everybody does them slightly different, and there's so many different altered paper clips around, so it's worth you putting in a search for altered paper clips. And now they're all together, look, that's better. Is that going to be, yeah, it's quite small though. Yeah, no, that'll be okay. So I hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's video and you had some fun making some lead tags. Is that what we did yesterday? I can't remember, do you know? Excuse me. I'm trying to think, would that be big enough? No, I think it will be. Okay, so what I do is I cut out a piece of card, so I tend to back it just to get a bit of heft to it, otherwise it'll be too flimsy for you to use really on your page. I roughly cut a background piece. I might have to trim a little bit off that just to go on the back, because obviously when you're taking it off your page, you know, you don't want a rubbish back on show. You want it to look finished off. And I then put the clip on roughly in the middle, so do a bit of a guesstimate. Now it's up to you how much you have of this showing. It depends if you want to perhaps have a little dangle on it or something like that. So we'll put it to about, I'm doing it wrong way now, look. We'll put it to about there, just so we've got a little bit of a hoop to use at the back. Okay, and that is what you see for what you're going to clip on. And I tend to use, and I'm at the dregs of my 3-in-1, it's a right mess, but I like to use this, and I put plenty over the clip. You just use some really strong glue. This is like Fabri-Tac, because it's got to stick to metal. You can use a glue gun if you've got a hot glue gun. Got to have it upside down so it would, because it's nearly finished. Okay, and then I'm just going to hold my tags out the way. And you attach that to your backing. Give it a good press down. Doesn't matter about the fact that we've got that showing on the back. We can, in fact, I think so. We'll cut it the other side. We'll we'll burnish it that after. There we go. I'm just going to give it a bit of a burnish down, and I'm just going to put a clip on it. Put a clip in here somewhere. Ooh. For the paper clips. Just until that Fabri-Tac 3-in-1 or whatever glue you've used sticks firmly, and your paper clip, you've got a little bit of wiggle room but not much. Just make sure you're happy where your paper clip is. You haven't trapped any of your ribbon or anything like that in. Now we'll just leave that to stick and we'll come back to it. Okay, so we'll put that over there. So next I've got a bit of backing card here. Let's have a look what I've got. Oh, that'll be better. Okay, so I've got some ordinary card, just some scraps of craft card left over, and I've backed it, covered it should I say, rather than backed it. I've covered it with some of the blue from the kit, because this goes with this lovely fox that and the ruffle and things that I've got on the page that I'm decorating the page with. So I've covered that, and then I've got some craft card, double-sided scrapbooking card really, that I've probably had on the go a few years, and I thought we could just do a little bit of simple layering on this one. I've got a bit of cheesecloth that I've pulled, and you know what it's like, it disintegrates on you, but that's the beauty of it. Now I think I've probably said this before, but it's a bit of a tip, that if you can't, you know, obviously some people on Etsy, you can get some lovely cheesecloth on Etsy from Etsy shops, but if you can't find any, the other thing that I tend to do, because you can buy it in large amounts, is you can buy Builder's Scrim. It's called Scrim, and basically it's different levels of weave of cheesecloth really, for want of a better word, but it's called Builder's Scrim, and it's what they use for plastering and things like that. They put this Builder's Scrim in to get a bit of a join and things going, I believe. So yeah, that's a tip, and you can get it in different weave, so if you want it of a not so fine a weave as this, then that's the way to go. So I'm going to hope that will stick on there. Let's see. Woo! It's got a way of not doing as it's told, hasn't it? There we go, let's try that. And I want to have a little bit of the spots showing and some of the scrim showing, so let's get that glued down. The trouble is, it's lovely I find that glue sticks great, but you know, it makes it disintegrate more, and you've got to be careful, or else you'll end up with just a few weaves left and nothing much else. We'll just space it out. I find that the glue, if you're going to put something on the top, the stick glue I find is the easiest thing, because you get plenty on it. If you just use, say, art glitter glue or one of your other glues, it all just comes too much through the weave. It's lovely to sew on as well. Have you ever tried sewing on your sewing machine with cheesecloth and scrim? We'll do that, I think, after Christmas. You do get some lovely results, because the sewing pulls your weave in all sorts of different directions. Now, I think I'm going to round the corners of this. If you could see it, mess. If you could see it, I mean, I tend to not have too much mess on my desk because I can't stand mess when I haven't got much space. But I've got a little tray with all my bits on that I might need for Christmas, and it's piling up. I might have to give it a bit of a tidy up, ready for tomorrow, because you can't find what you want when it gets too piled, can you? Yeah, so I am liking that. I think actually we'll put extra glue on that bit. Well, I didn't get the door stuck, did I, on the advent calendar today? Oh no, I'm not happy with that. There's not enough showing. And I didn't get the candles tea light stuck. But then David goes and burns his hand. I think I might have to make a song up about Kitmas. Okay. Just sort of arrange it where you'd like it. I always end up a bit disappointed because it never goes where I want. It sticks together. Right, okay, that'll be okay. Let's just burnish that down. Oh, my Matalan card's out again. To my lovely subscriber that works at Matalan, I thought we'd get that out again. It is an out-of-date one. See, there we go with that. And I think those corners are too sharp, so I am going to round those as well. Just sort of seem to like sharp edges much at the minute. Got some cheesecloth stuck in it now. That's it. Okay, let's just manoeuvre that a little bit there. And do we need a number, or I've got a number up there for tomorrow. I've got a number there for today. Now let's see if we've got oh, that's, I'm going to put him on. Do I want him in that corner? Yes, we'll put him in that corner. Now this is from the Ephemera kit, Watercolour Effect Ephemera, I think. I'm going to stick that over there. Straighten that up a bit there. I feel like I want a bit of something. What have we got here? No, not quite the right green. No. No, I'm going to leave that, I think. Let's just check on. You pull this down and the pile comes on. Do we want something like festive? Yes, that would be nice. Right, let's cut round this. It's horrible weather today. It's very dull. Very dull. Yes. I just didn't like that. Sometimes you get corners, sharp corners, and they just need a bit of something over the top just to take that join, mellow it down a bit. Yes, like that. Get my cheesecloth to play ball a bit. It is what it is. It'll go where it wants when it's this friable. Okay, love that, love that. Let's just put that back over there. Okay, where's my backing card? So I'll use this bigger piece to back it. Cut it. Yeah, I've done that before, cut round it. You knew what was going to happen then, didn't you? Before I knew I didn't want to do that. Yeah, don't think, well, I'll measure that, and then you've cut all your fancy frills off that you like. Yeah, I'm going to round that as well. 7mm rounder on here. It does vary according to how big your piece of paper or card is. It's not brilliant at cutting thin copier paper though. And that is going to go on there. Okay. And I've got a big I think we'll be all right with that. Let's have a look. That's the one that's going to go on, and because it's only going on there, we don't need the big side with that. Okay, so I want my, this is probably then, I don't normally, my glue usually is in a better state than this, but does anybody else find that when you come to the end of your 3-in-1 or your Fabri-Tac, it's really difficult to control the air in it, so it all starts coming out and clogging up everywhere. Make sure you've got plenty over your paper clip. Okay, make sure you put it on the right way up. I've got a little bit of wiggle room there, but you have to be pretty quick. That's it, just wipe your excess glue off and really press down where your paper clip is. Just going to cut around that bottom. There we go. You can just trim it if you want, just the little edging. There we go. Okay, so we'll take the clip off this one now, and yeah, just give it another burnish with my card. Right, like that. Leave that to dry. Okay then. So let's get back to this one. And I just wanted to do a little bit of trimming, didn't I? I don't want that white edge showing. And obviously, of course, you can ink round it with your distress inks or whatever. Okay, I'm just going to cut round here, put the excess off. I'm really liking that. do we want to hang anything from it? We could put a bulb pin on it. Although I do think that there's plenty on that, so I'm not going to bother. Could do because I've left enough space, but no, I like that. It's got some bubble wrap. We've got all the layers in it. And as you can see, you know, you take it off your page or whatever, it's nice and secure. Okay. So let's that's, oh yes, stay down. Let me bend it a bit at the bottom, just because it's going on this. There we go. I'm too far away, you see, to get it clipped in. That's it. It's working around the camera. Right, now then, last but not least, this is not quite dry yet, so I'll take that off, but that, I think, will that go there? No. Yes, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that one on there. And obviously, you know, we don't have to keep them in here. It's the folio for keeping things. I can take these off and then put them on cards or whatever. I think we'll have a bit of this on it. So that's what you can do if you leave your... Now, you don't have to leave any of your paper clips showing at the top at all. Oh, and seam binding. Terrible to get through. That's it. That's it. Get my seam binding from Splattered Ink. It's an Etsy shop here in the UK. She will dye colours up specially for you as well. Okay. Yeah, I think it should be dry enough. Right then. I think that is nice. So today's we've done some altered paper clips, and again it's just another way of showing you how we can use the kit. You don't need very much else to make all sorts of different things. So let's have a look in the pick jar. Let's see what's coming tomorrow. I've got my scrap of lace on for today. Oops, thank you. Karina. So for day 5, Karina has chosen metallic elements. Oh, that'll be fun. Now I've got to get my thinking cap on. Metallic elements for tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have fun out there and stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye.